guys aren't passing, then you aren't passing.
Is there like a time limit on how fast you have to pass? A law that states that?
Go away.
That I won't do.
Okay.
And you can't make me. I promise you.
Stop talking.
This is against the law, sir.
On your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're in a government
you
facility.
can ask me for my
Where's
ID
your
and I can decline.
Welcome back to CT3, where we highlight clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights aren't violated on your next encounter with a cop.
Exercising our rights to take pictures in public. This is obviously a sidewalk. I understand that this, from this line back, is their property. I'm not trying to go on their property. There's art. There's all kinds of things. I could take pictures here.
There is no public sidewalk per se. It's all built by the owner of that property.
Yeah, and so they put in the gutter that says City of Houston right there.
Yeah.
You see? Come over here. Let me show you something real fast. Because I know one thing. Bank of America doesn't buy property that says City of Houston. You see this right here? You see this?
Right. So
This is public property.
The biggest concern is that the recording of the bank is a security issue. I guess it's their biggest deal.
I can't see any of their shit. I'm taking pictures of a big glass building.
I don't think that's really the point.
Well, what is the point?
The point is that I guess her biggest concern is you guys are being a little unnecessarily rude.
No, I told her that we just don't want to disclose the nature of our video. I mean, I don't go around asking people to tell me their private information. I said I'd rather not, disclose why I'm taking a video, but I told her I was like, we're out here taking pictures of everything, not specifically just the bank. So I deterred her on that. Okay. There's no ill will, no ill intent. I have no nefarious plans here.
I understand.
I'm simply taking pictures in public, and I'm hoping that you're going to honor your oath and try not to run me off of a publicly accessible area for only exercising a First Amendment protected activity.
I'm not trying to run you off, but what I will say is that, obviously you know that your actions can cause a reaction, right? And from what it seems like you're trying to get that reaction.
No, sir. I'm just wanting to take my pictures. I've been walking around the city for the past hour and a half.
Then what can we do to help facilitate the process of you getting along? What would you like to do?
I would like to be left alone, and when I'm done getting my pictures, I'm gonna walk away. Okay. If they wouldn't have told me the cops were coming, I would have already been gone.
I got you.
But they told me the cops were coming. I'm not gonna run.
So then, yeah. Well, here we are.
Once you walk away and leave us alone, I'm gonna finish getting my pictures, and then I'm gonna walk away.
We've spoken. We've done our deal. You got nothing left for this property.
Oh, I'm not done getting my shots. So once you leave me alone, we disengage. I'm gonna finish getting my shots and slowly walk away from here.
Okay. So like I said, the passage is for public, or excuse me, the easement is for public passage. You guys aren't passing, then you aren't passing.
Is there like a time limit on how fast you have to pass? A law that states that? What's the law that says I have to keep moving?
Just being reasonable about it.
Okay, and if I to stop to take a picture would be reasonable, right?
Stop to record on what is considered private property because they have built everything.
This is private. This is private property.
The City of Houston is private property. The City of Houston gutter system is installed on all things, private or not,
and it's publicly funded.
City property.
That does not make it a place for you to stand.
Oh my God!
It makes it where I am allowed to stand here, as long as I'm not breaking the law.
That's like a handicapped parking space. You know what I mean?
I'd recommend you call a supervisor, please.
I'm technically not on duty. I'm just here working for the building. Okay.
Yeah, I'd like if you call a supervisor.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So you.
Like I said. Yeah.
Okay. Well, have they contacted the police?
I'm it.
Well, no. I wanted an official report because I'm not just because right now you're a paid security guard.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Technically, you want to say.
So I would like to speak with an actual on-duty officer. If you're trying to give me a lawful order, I would appreciate that the law does it, not a security guard.
I haven't given you a single lawful order. I've just asked if you're done, then can we move along?
And I'm not done yet. Once I get left alone, then I'll be done.
Okay. See, and that's that part that I'm talking about, where it's like you're doing something to get a reaction.
No, I just want to be left alone, and I don't want these people to be under the reaction or under the influence that they ran me off or that you ran me off, because that's not the case.
Hey, look, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, look, we talk like adults. We got an understanding. We both got what we wanted out of here. So
I'm just asking for you to leave me alone.
Look, they hired me to do this.
So come out and talk to people on the sidewalk.
Here in Houston, it's legal. Here in Houston, this is legal.
Here in the United States, this is legal.
To a certain degree, it is.
As long as I'm not doing anything illegal with my videos.
And you're doing something that's reasonably suspicious.
And a suspicion of crime?
Reporting a bank.
Is suspicion of crime?
Intelligence.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
that is suspicious.
It's suspicion against the law.
It's not suspicious to me. It's
That's not how that works.
It's subjective.
It's what
Yeah.
a judge would find suspicious.
Well, it's suspicious against the law.
Reasonable, articulable facts that somebody is committing, about to commit, or has committed a crime.
So you'd have to be under the
Right, and my
influence.
articulation would be that there's two guys, one with the juggalo tattoo, right? Because I know what that is.
So you're
And
profiling him now.
I am now.
Yeah, he's profiling.
now.
He just said he's
Yeah,
profiling.
let's let him keep talking. Keep digging yourself a hole, Jenkins.
So
This is gonna be beautiful.
you guys are recording outside of a bank where there's clear windows. You're
I'm
able to see
recording.
people that come in and out,
I have
right?
videos. I have
In a
over an
city-
hour of
in a
videos
city-
walking through this whole city, and I
Right,
haven't
but
had
you've
no
gotten to a bank.
issues.
But you've gotten to a bank
I've gone
now,
past several
and we're
banks.
just asking you to move along.
I've gone
You
past
said
several
you're done.
banks.
Let's
I'm not
just
done.
move along.
I never said I was done. I said I was about to be done, and if they wouldn't have told me the cops were coming, then I would have already been gone.
Then why even just do this? Why do this?
Because it's to stand up for my rights, bro.
No. That's not what it is. You're doing it for.
So you asked a rhetorical question,
No, I'm waiting for the real answer. You're
and I'm
doing it
telling
for-
you. Oh,
Let's be real.
oh.
Let's be real here. Okay?
I'm doing it to be a. So tens of
Hey,
thousands.
he's not on duty. We could take offense to that and get him cited for disorderly conduct.
Yeah,
we need the police
Do
out
you-
now. You just committed
Call him.
disorderly conduct. You call him. You got the
call
radio.
him.
You're on duty, remember? You got the radio, bud.
So you don't mind being disorderly and disrespecting.
Is this disorder?
You're showing disdain to the public.
It's abusive language.
Articulate what disorder is.
Because-
If somebody takes offense to the language you're using,
That's not how that
absolutely.
works.
Oh yeah. I've been charged with it a million times.
That's how that works.
And the fact this is how this works. You are representing the city of Houston right now because you are in uniform
Yeah.
and you are insulting members of the public in
Didn't
uniform
insult you.
while you're representing. You just called me a.
Said you're doing it to be one.
And so what's the point of even calling a person
Because
a?
I'm sure you're a regular person that does regular things. However, this is something that you're doing to incite a reaction.
No, I'm
Like-
taking pictures in public to get a reaction.
And like I said, this isn't public anymore.
You're getting a
That
reaction.
little gutterway isn't a public place for you to.
So he says this is not public.
It is a
So
public.
okay, so
So am I
if
supposed to
this
walk
is
in the road?
private property, would you ticket us for? Well, if you were on duty,
If I were on
walking
duty.
in the road.
That
Or am I
is-
supposed to
yes.
walk in this bike lane right here?
There is a citation for walking in the road.
Okay.
So I can't walk in the road.
Again, the sidewalk is for public passage.
And there has to be a publicly accessible area for us to come
Right,
through.
but you're not
said,
passing.
this is-
Yes, I mean I'm not staying here indefinitely. The only reason I'm still here is because of you.
Hello? It's fine. I mean, yeah, I got a job lined up in Germany in like 2 weeks. I'll be out of here in like a whole week. In activity.
Oh, so he just
doesn't care.
he's admitted just now that he has another job lined up, and that's the reason why he is acting like a. In fact,
in Germany.
See Germany?
Yeah.
is that what you said, right?
Germany, right?
I said Germany. I didn't say Nazi.
It'll be a perfect place for you.
Great
Alright.
place.
Such a Nazi.
You seem like it. You're out here harassing somebody for nothing, dude.
Look,
Taking
man.
pictures. I even told
You
you.
said you were even.
I'm-
I have no
profiling him.
nefarious.
I'm
I have no
leveling.
nefarious.
I'm
I already
leveling.
leveled with you.
Look.
I have no nefarious intent. So I've already dispelled the whole thing that you could articulate.
Just because you say something, oh, I'm not going to murder my wife, though I've got a gun and a knife or something in my hand to kill somebody.
Well, you
It
would
doesn't
statistically
matter.
have a
It
higher
doesn't matter.
percentage of doing that than me because cops have a higher rate of domestic
Why?
abuse.
Because I'm black?
No, because
Because
cops
blacks are murderers?
cops have a higher rate of domestic
See how that was
abuse.
nice?
No, we were saying
Cops
are domestic.
look up the percentage. 40% of cops are 40% of cops' families become a victim of domestic abuse. That's just a statistic, bro.
You represent the city of Houston.
Look it up.
What reporter system?
Look it up on Google.
Look up who?
Look it up on Google. You got 2 smartphones.
Oh, I do, huh? All right, guys.
You don't even know how
So
many
this has
phones
been
he's got.
fun. This has been fun.
Yeah, I appreciate if you just walk
All
away.
right,
Look,
so-
you walk away and then I walk away.
No.
Okay,
You
well,
walk away, then I walk away.
nope.
Hey, you know, we can walk the pig around the
You
bank.
can. You are able to use the passageway to pass.
And I'm passing. The only reason I'm stopped is because you come out to talk to me.
You were stopped when I came here.
Yeah, I was walking back and forth taking pictures.
Look,
passing.
They asked you not to do that. They own everything.
They
up to the-
asked me. They don't own
And there's
this
always
gutter.
everything up the road.
They
They
maintain.
paid for it.
They
The
maintain.
city just so happens to be the one that builds it.
This has to have a public passage.
Yes, it's for public use. It's for public use.
And you can't.
Passing,
And if you were to
public
say, I don't want you walking past here because of your camera, that'd be discrimination. So you're telling me that it's legal to discriminate here?
What?
Yes.
No.
They're saying the only reason they don't want me here is because of my camera, right?
They found your activity suspicious of recording.
A
That's why
camera.
I
I'm taking pictures of everything here.
Hey, and they do this every time someone records any bank.
This is ridiculous.
This is insane,
No,
where people get
I just
judged
went
and
past
they go home and they get
plenty
fucked
of
up
banks.
and
It's
go
because you
home.
built your house out of glass. You're out here complaining to me.
That's not the point. The
Yeah,
point is,
all the other banks didn't have a problem that were made of brick.
guys, come on, level with me here.
I am. Walk away and I'll walk away.
You're not leveling with me.
Walk away and I'll walk away.
All right, yeah.
Because you're not going to make me leave here.
No, I'll give you a chance.
You walk away, you go back in this building.
I'll hang up. I'll hang out.
Disengage me.
We're cool.
Disengage me.
I'm trying to.
Okay, have a good day.
I'm making sure
Thank
that
you.
that we're
All
on
right,
the same level.
sweet. I just don't want no more. I don't want to have no more conversation at this point. I'm going to go ahead and invoke my Fifth Amendment right to stay silent, and I would appreciate if you just disengage from me.
All right, guys. Please be safe, right? Be careful. There is a homeless encampment that way. If you go that way, sometimes they do rob people or whatnot.
Why is he still talking?
Discovery Green is headed that way if you're looking for like public monuments and stuff. So,
I've never understood this.
stay hydrated. And it might rain, snow,
These guys love to act like filming is some kind of crime, but the cameraman wasn't having any of it. Massive respect for standing firm, knowing the law, and refusing to be intimidated by nonsense claims and unlawful directives. The classic move? Claiming that a public sidewalk somehow belongs to private property just because the business paid for improvements. The cameraman called it out instantly, even pointing out city infrastructure proving it's public space. But of course, logic doesn't work on those who are more concerned with control than actual law. Then comes the real kicker. The officer tries to act like recording is inherently suspicious. The same tired excuse we've seen a million times. We're just checking what you're doing, or you're trying to get a reaction. Nope. There's no crime, no nefarious intent, and absolutely no reason for law enforcement to interfere. But things really get ridiculous when the security guard openly admits to profiling him based on his tattoos. I know what that is, he says, referencing the cameraman's tattoo as if personal music choices or past interests are relevant to filming in public. That's not just unprofessional, it's embarrassing. And let's not forget the cops' final attempt at control, giving completely unnecessary directions about where to go next, as if the cameraman asked for a city tour. This is their last-ditch effort to maintain some sense of power when they know they've already lost. In the end, the cameraman does what every educated citizen should. He stands firm, doesn't let himself be bullied off public property, and ensures that security and police walk away knowing they failed to intimidate him. Let's keep going.
We need some mighty protection.
What?
We need some mighty protection.
For what?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Officer Bigelow. My badge number is 2185. Why are you kicking their vehicles? What are you doing?
I'm just checking the tires, man.
Why?
Why not? Is that against the law?
Well, why
It's
would-
not. It's because they're our tires. I'm just checking
They're
them.
your tires?
Yeah, we pay for them.
Okay.
Don't be misinformed. And if you want to create an argument or a problem, call your supervisor.
Okay. So, what?
There's no problem. They're writing us a citation. They're getting the hell on. You didn't answer my question, sir. What's your name and badge number?
I already told you my name and badge.
I didn't hear it. Can you tell me again?
Yeah, I'm Officer Bigelow. It's 2185.
2185. Thank you, Mr. Bigelow. Now, do you understand that I can do that to the tires?
We're having
A simple yes or no. I'm talking to them.
Go away.
That I won't do. And you can't make me. I promise you.
Stop talking. We're talking.
I promise you, you can't make me stop talking. I'll talk if I want.
You're
If you want to be interference,
interfering with our
I'm going to tell
conversation.
you what I told them. Interference is an obstruction. Don't put your hands on me. I promise
You
you.
better f***ing stop.
You're going to pull your taser for what?
Yes.
For
Go
what?
away.
No, you don't
You
scare
are
me or
obstructing.
intimidate.
You're interfering
Listen,
with our discussion with him.
I dare you to shoot me.
Okay. You are interfering with our discussion.
Interference
with him right
is
now,
a
so
physical
stop.
thing. Am I being physical? Yeah, that's right. Put it back up. Yeah. What? Put it back up. You're being like a bitch, bro. You don't come here with authority and act like you can do something when we're not doing anything.
All right. What do we need to do?
There you go.
We're issuing him some notices.
And that's it.
Go ahead. Issue the
Yeah, and right, and get on. Like I said, we don't need you.
Okay.
I just need
Kick
for him to
rocks.
stay out of the way while
Ain't no problem.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Keep me out of the way. Tell me to shut up
Okay, do
again.
you have some ID?
No.
Okay, where is your ID? Where is home? Is it that house over there?
No, it's not. It's really none of your business, man. Just write the citation and we'll 44
You don't have any
years.
ID?
And we're making it look pretty.
What is your name?
Ask me for my name. Ask me for my name.
William Kendrick?
I said it 3 times.
Okay.
Name and badge number.
Mendenhall 2054.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Name it.
6306.
What is your name?
Buck.
Buck. Thank you.
Money's worth today.
What's
Yeah.
your date of birth?
11/3/50.
Hey, ask me for my name.
What is your name?
Nothing you can do. Learn the law, bro. Idiot. And if I want to put my foot on the tires to test them, I can, right? Yes.
Oh, you don't? I'm not believing.
Yeah, it's not against the law. Trust me, I know the law, bro. Yeah, I do. I promise you. Yeah. Do you know the law? Okay. What's the first? I would love to know this. Every officer that I encounter on my channel, I ask, just simple conversation. Do you know the First Amendment? Can you recite it? What is it?
We're not going to engage with it.
It's very important, though. It's very important. This is the divide we're trying to bridge. People just like me. I don't like this. But one thing about it, you're not intimidating me by telling me that you're going to call the police. Go ahead, call them. Because they're going to, what I tell you, I'll put my foot on their tire too. Thank you, Buck, for being quiet. Appreciate it. Don't worry, I talk to every one of you guys like this. Your sergeants, your lieutenants. You know why? Because it's an authority thing. You don't have authority over me. I'm another human just like you, right? When I'm not committing a crime? Would you like to arrest me? No. Okay, good. I've warned people before that they're going to get flooded with calls about, but I mean, you're doing okay. She's doing okay, with the exception of don't talk to the public. That was weird. You're allowed to talk to me all you want, man. And it would have been really great. Hundreds of thousands of people would have applauded you if you would have recited the First Amendment, because not many can, and you swore oath to it. I wish she wouldn't have told you not to say it, because it's important to America, right? The way it is now, huh? In this day and age, right?
Sir, you need to step back from his vehicle.
I do?
Yes.
What law is that? If you tell me the law, I'd be more than happy to. Guess what? There's no law. Supreme Court has ruled on this, and I can recite that too if you want.
When it comes to the point of your obstruction.
Obstruction is a physical thing. I wish you guys would shut the f up about obstruction. It's a physical thing.
You can obstruct by
You got to be physical.
No, you don't.
Okay, well, by making noise. Okay, I'll keep my voice down then. How's that? I don't think you're right on that either. Obstruct by noise, like an air horn or something, train horn. Create your own privacy in public. I love it. Great job. That's absolutely 100% the way you do it. At least you didn't tell me not to do it. You know that idiot pulled the taser out a minute ago, like he was intimidating me. I'm asking you a question. I'm having a conversation. Are you not talking?
I'm telling you to step back.
How far? Tell me how far.
Right there's good.
Thank you. I'm the one over here trying to fight the crime. Where were you guys when it got broke into and all our stuff got taken? Buck, if you were to hear, you'd have stopped them, wouldn't you? I think you would have. If I was here, I would have stopped them. Promise you that. So did you think I'd be scared when you called the police? And that wouldn't check my tires? This guy pulled the taser. He thought he was bad. Without that taser, without that gun, without that badge, guess what you are, sir? Coward. You're a coward. Without that badge and gun, I bet you wouldn't come try to talk to me that way.
Get that phone from the government.
This phone? $2,200, sir. S22 Ultra, 5K. Best camera on the market. You'll see. You'll see. I promise you. Just read the comments. It's getting boring, man. You guys aren't ready to get the hell out of here. It's what we like to call the walk of shame. Did that go like you expected, sir? Huh? When you called the police? Did that go like you expected? Come on, man. Be honest. It's not really you. It's more him and her, huh? But you're the supervisor. You're the one that said call the police. What did you think that this was?
You're in my space. You need to back up.
Please don't touch me.
Don't touch
that
me.
Wouldn't be good. I'm not planning on touching you.
You about ready?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Here comes your safety. That's your security over there, ain't it? For you guys just to do whatever the hell you want to do. Hey, I know you're gonna take off soon. I just wanted to give you a big f you. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, one day you might need my help. I promise I won't.
Why would I think?
I know. I'm just saying.
Why would you think that I would ever think that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just an assumption. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean,
tell me what you're thinking.
In what context would I need your help, right? Why would you think that there's any context that I would need your help?
That's not what I said. I said I know you're thinking that I will probably need your help someday.
Oh, okay.
But I take care of my own problems.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's how America should be, right?
Okay. I mean, you don't appear to be doing any such thing now.
Well, I mean,
I'm glad that you do.
If you would like to have a civil conversation, I'd go into it with you.
I don't.
That's the problem.
I don't have any sense that there's anything interesting I would like to talk to you about.
Okay. Fair enough. Did you think that taser was going to scare me? When you pulled it out and made that noise?
I'd hope that you might just stop.
Dude, you're a bitch. Shut the f up, man. You're right. There's nothing I want to hear from you. You're a bitch and a coward. And I wish that you would do that someday to me. I promise you, I wish you would. Cowards pull their taser, bro.
What's your relationship to this fellow?
It's none of your f***ing mouth business. How about that? I don't answer questions. Especially to tyrants, dude. And you're a tyrant. Why don't you be more like Buck over there? Shutting the f*** up. I bet you got a bigger p than this twat. Done. Peace. Kick rocks. Boom. Gone. Don't hit a tree on the way down the road. On that nice car. Hey, can I touch your tires?
This interaction was a mess from start to finish, but one moment stood out above all. The officer drawing his taser on a citizen who was doing nothing more than talking. That's not law enforcement, and hopefully the cameraman files a formal complaint against this tyrant because this kind of behavior has no place in a free society. It all started with a tense back and forth, with the auditor pushing buttons and the officers clearly struggling to handle it. But things took a dark turn when one officer resorted to the one thing power-hungry cops always fall back on: force. The moment that taser came out, any pretense of public safety went straight out the window. And here's the kicker. The officer knew he had no legal ground to stand on. That's why he put the taser back just as fast as he pulled it. It was a bluff, a scare tactic, a pathetic attempt to dominate someone who wasn't actually breaking the law. But intimidation isn't part of the job description. Upholding rights is. Of course, the usual nonsense followed. Officers refusing to engage in meaningful conversation, throwing around half-baked legal justifications, and acting like someone simply existing near them was an obstruction. Let's be clear. Obstruction requires physical interference. Talking, filming, or even being annoying isn't a crime. And then came the cherry on top. When the officer was asked to recite the First Amendment, the very oath he swore to protect, he flat out refused. Not surprising. Too many cops today would rather flex their authority than actually learn the Constitution they claim to uphold. We truly hope the cameraman followed through with that complaint. Officers who abuse their power shouldn't just get away with it. They should be held accountable. If a citizen had pulled a weapon in the same way, they'd be in handcuffs right now. But when a cop does it, they just get to walk away. That double standard needs to end. And let's keep going.
You work for the
Please
supervisor's
shut this
office?
out because you're not allowed to film here without a permit.
Ma'am, why are you becoming so hostile?
How can I help you?
How you doing, sir?
Officer Caleb, Farmington Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
Okay.
He doesn't have a permit.
I don't need a permit.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'd like that shut off
This
so
is-
I don't want
Exits
anything
this
on
way,
it.
you could turn it off, or I could take it from you.
Don't touch me. If you are you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
So I want that filming, whatever's on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off.
I'm walking out.
Turn it off.
This is not against the law. This is a constitutionally protected activity. I'm trying to. You're trying.
Turn off the phone.
I am trying to walk past you to
Turn
leave.
off the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't. I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Turn
What are
it
you guys doing? This is
You're
against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law, sir.
On your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're in a government
you can
facility.
you can ask me for my
Where's your
ID and I
ID?
can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
do that in a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to film in this.
That's
in a
not a
government
crime.
facility.
That doesn't mean this is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
And
rights.
I'm going to
You're
hold
in
you
a-
accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just grab. That doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building. I'm a journalist. I have freedom of. I have freedom of
Like I
press.
said, you want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your
Come
supervisor.
down to the police department side, and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. Don't touch me again. You touch my You touch my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
You need a permit to film in this
No,
building.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a town code.
ordinance.
It's not a law. Where's the
You want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go get him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's
I'm
good at what
sorry.
his job, I'm sure he'll
Are you trying
educate
to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom of press.
I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You obviously
for
don't
filming,
understand
and
I have a right to freedom of press, ma'am.
You do not have the right to film in this
I
building.
do. This is a public building.
Did you pay $5,000
This
until I
is
issued you a permit?
you're talking about for commercial film. Again, you need education. Go get the town attorney, please. You're talking about commercial filming, ma'am.
I'm not going to have you dismiss me like I'm some peon. Okay?
Ma'am, you've been treating me bad. You've grabbed my camera.
you're
Please get me a supervisor, sir.
So come with me to this side, and we'll get the supervisor.
Please get me a
This is
supervisor.
the town hall side. Come with me to the police department side. We'll get the supervisor.
Don't touch me ever again. Please excuse me. Get out of my way. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that.
Come on.
No, I don't trust this guy behind me. He's a
All right, so
loose
have him
cannon.
Walk in front of us then.
Loose
I'll walk with
cannon.
you. He can walk in front.
Loose cannon.
Come
Uneducated.
in.
What are you in training, man? Like, I don't understand. What's wrong with
Why is he
you?
in training? Where did he get the indication he's in
Because
training?
he doesn't understand that I have the right to film, number one. Number two, he puts his hands on my equipment, which he cannot do.
Right, but you don't have the right to film inside for no legitimate reason, which is what he was trying to explain to you. That's what we're trying to figure out.
First of
what
all,
you're
no one
filming
before.
for. Like, what-
Exactly. I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. I'm working on a story at City Hall. I have to go see the town clerk
Right.
to do a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay. But you don't do that at the town clerk, though. That goes to the records department. The Freedom of
No,
Information.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about for the police department. I'm not talking about for the police department, sir. I'm talking
Okay.
about for the town.
Okay.
For the town. So that's why I need to see the town clerk.
Okay.
But escalating the situation like that, that's not cool. Grabbing my camera, ordering me to leave a public building. You have no authority to order me to leave a public building. I'm conducting business, constitutionally protected business, and I'm getting public services here. Just because I have a camera in my hand doesn't mean anything. I have the freedom of press. I'm an independent journalist.
Right, but
And if
would
somebody
you-
would have talked to me instead of trying to grab my phone and order me to leave a building,
Right.
they would know all of these things. That's why
Right.
de-escalation is so
And
important.
I'm sitting here talking to you.
Yeah, and that's why I
Right.
appreciate you for doing that. Can I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, Macara, 218.
Macara? 218, thank you.
Good morning.
All right, my name is Mike Boyce. I'm a sergeant here at Orangetown PD.
What was your last name, sir?
Boyce, B-O-Y-S-A.
Boyza.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You requested to speak with a supervisor?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Officer Califf,
Okay.
completely unhinged and out of control.
Okay.
Completely.
This situation showcases a lack of understanding and respect for constitutional rights. The employee's assertion that recording is not allowed within the premises without paying $5,000 for a permit reflects a misunderstanding of the fundamental right to the freedom of the press. The First Amendment protects an individual's rights to document public spaces, especially when those spaces are funded by taxpayers. Equally troubling is the response of the police officer who arrived at the scene. Instead of conducting the proper investigation or clarifying the nature of the recording, the officer immediately sided with the public employee's uneducated actions, attempted to confiscate Sean's phone without due process or understanding the issue. Keep in mind the $5,000 permit is typically associated with commercial uses of public spaces, not individual citizens exercising their right to document governmental activities. This misinformation laid the foundation for a problematic escalation of the situation. As we know, Sean immediately followed up with a formal complaint on the officer and the public employee, as you can see in the rest of the video using the link below.
But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next episode.